Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Core Cadets, the world-famous 12-man Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wolverines' return man Hardley helped out the offense with that one. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Demania. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Going for the return. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. So Texas A&M's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even bringing it out of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Man, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They want to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. The give out of the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Out of the gun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finds his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll run play action. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Oh, they knock it free. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Looking to throw, it's Demania. Moves away as he feels pressure. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Going up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This offense has a second down play. They'll try the run. Smashes through. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Aggies want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quarterback checking the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A&M comes back out with another first down. He wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I just love the execution. But
oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Past the 50. He's at the 40. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So find something really quickly you can go to.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'll immediately call timeout. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The field goal is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Forced out of the pocket. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Buys a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting aggressive here and going for two. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. To the air, it's Demonio. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie! Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Snapped it in the shotgun. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage.
Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for him.
To the air, it's Demania. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. First down to start the drive after the break. The inside handoff. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hines is back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short-run situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Demania. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Coming after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. splits the uprights. Good.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. You trust your defense. You use your timeouts wisely. You can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football. You've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is irrelevant.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Back to pass, it's Demania. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On second down, wants to throw it. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Cantrell. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost you.
The ranking